construction until finishing. But today I am presenting you about some important point only. Yeah. Được cô cho ra rồi. Căn bản này một thời gian sẽ là sẽ good nữa.
We are from NTTI, a College of Engineering in Cambodia. Today we are excited to present all of you about an architectural topic on my house concepts. And first of all, I'm very sorry for the interruption here because of the internet. So the on the interactions of himself, I like to present all of you about the topic on my house. So for the agenda today, we will cover on the introduction to my house and followed by types of my house and architecture. The third one, we will go through the features of my house, and I will raise a topic on my house rundown, which is the most popular house, the location and structure of my house. And finally, we will go through a brief on this topic. So long in Cambodian history is not just a place for shelter. It's also a place for staying or doing business. It is very necessary for people after clothing and food. My house activates the livelihood and the way of living in society in each era as well. The different type of my depend on the area, principal and the environment in era. My house also show the and position of in as you see in picture, the top shows the house of normal people, meaning residents in normal house, which is different from some houses, which is nice and they are built for high-ranking people, for with duty and high position in the society. There are many different things between my house and China house. My house is a sacred place for believing. The whole family. My house is always connected to the location, so we have to think carefully before starting building, especially about the environment and direction. There are certain materials for my house construction. Wood, bamboo, and palm trees have been used to build house structures and wall cladding. Main materials for construction include columns, beams, slab, and roof structures. If the roof tile is not presented, whole grass or palm leaves are used instead of roof tile. Here is the second and the most important section in the presentation today. The house and architecture. In traditional style, there are 5 types of houses. 1. House. 2. My house or compound. 3. 4. My house back. So among these 5 types of houses, number 3, my house run down is the most popular one. So how can you differentiate between these houses? You can identify each of them based on the roof pattern design. For example, my house run down 2 slopes. My house run down has 3 slopes, and my house back has 4 slopes. So as you might see in the picture, these 5 types of my house are created by the type of roof. So number 3, my house run down, which is the most popular one, has 3 slopes. And type of house is built for high ranking or high position in society. In this slide, I'm going to show all of you the typical layout of Khmer design. So up from the stair, we can identify it's called J, or translated in English as big space. It's a space for first welcoming guests. Number 2, level engineering, or a space for decoration and celebration in case of any meeting or party. Number 3, recreation space. It's a place for reception, or family meetings. Number 4, land, or translated as moon space. It is a place for parents, which is always built higher than other spaces. And number 5, translated as caring space. It is a place or trust for one another. So it is constructed near moon space, next to the parent space, so that parent can take care of the family. Well, number 6, or translated as space. This kitchen space is normally constructed at the lowest level to it. Besides these 6 spaces, there are also other areas like balcony or for relaxing or meeting. When the family expands, the house is also expanded. So we can build 4 and other spaces as well. Here is the typical Khmer house broken down. This current situations are the Khmer house broken down. This house is more than 100 years old. Before 1930, the grandmother who lived there is already 85 years old. She's now old, but structural conditions are still good. So, a house, Khmer house in Cambodia, we using the location. Most of ancient Khmer houses were constructed for advantage. The location for the main house, bathroom, kitchen, vegetable garden, and a car in according in direction. And Cambodian believe my house faces east because we believe that the east is the way of creation and it absorbs more sunlight in the morning. It has and take advantage of the direction because we believe that the cold air from northeast to southwest. The hot air comes from southwest to northeast. As you can see here, we have drawn the front house faces east, so that we can take advantage of cold air and hot air in the rear part of the house. Cambodia is a typical country with plenty of forest. That is why most of my are built from wood, bamboo, and palm trees. Now built high from the land so that it can protect the better flood and to make air and space for storage. The high wood and open ground with walls, leaves, mixed with wood and tar roof. It is a typical column layout and the first floor layout. Usually, the space or the span between each column is 3 meters. That house broke down by using 3 rows of main columns. The middle row is the highest, supporting the top point of the roof, which represents the breadwinner of the family. So, here is the typical house broke down roof, which has slopes. It is the view from the east and the west. From the east, it is the sunshine. In here, view from north and This picture looking at the bottom, main beam, sub beam, flooring, wall up, and to the roof structures. So the house structure with wood are very complicated. So erosion when there's rain and cause decaying. The be wood or white. The hardwood must be smoothly cleaned before using. Hardwood with barks is believed to bring back a family member. It's flooring structure. Mounting is made between the column and beam and sub beam. Then we apply wooden floor over these beams. This flow, the air can be flown into the house through the walls between the wall and the flooring wall. Wall has an important function. This wooden wall cladding shield the whole house to protect heat and the space between wall base and the floor also permits the air ventilation into the house. Here is the structure supported by columns. The feature is the cavity between both sides to keep the air free from flowing in and out the house. Therefore, the important of every house is air ventilation. So, all my house has different functions and are unique, so that we cannot treat a house by the different design for identifying the types of my house. So my presentation for today has come to an end, but I have a special video clip for you, and Miss Juicy might be showing you.
Mr. Chandler, can you stop sharing your screen so I can share my video? Thanks.
同学们，由于柬埔寨网络的原因，然后呢，接下来教授会分享一段视频，然后这段视频呢就由我这边来给大家进行分享，就不从他那边的网络接入了。请同学们稍等一下。So Mr. Phearith, I will share the video you sent to me.
Yeah. Okay.
So can you 可以看到我的画面吗？
ពីមូលឧស្សាហ៍មន្ត្រីការកេណីអាយុបរិវារដៃជាសេរីហើយជា8ទិសអញ្ចឹងណាអញ្ចឹងទៅបានន័យថាយើងចាប់ដើមផ្ទះដែលយើងជាម្ចាស់គឺមូលបានន័យថាកន្លែងមូលទ្រព្យមូលសម្បត្តិអីទៅហ្នឹងទៅសម្រាប់ខ្ញុំផ្ទះខ្មែរគឺបណ្ឌិតគឺដូចជាគ្រឿងអលង្ការអីមួយសម្រាប់ដែលយើងត្រូវសម្រាប់សម្រាំងមកភ្ជាប់មួយខ្លួននឹងយើងអញ្ចឹង
នេះបំពង់តាដានៅលើមាត់អូមួយដែលមានប្រភពទឹកពីស្ទឹងសៀមរាបហើយកុំច្រឡំណាថាខ្ញុំឈរនៅក្នុងរមណីយដ្ឋានណាមួយមែនតើខ្ញុំស្ថិតនៅក្នុងលំនៅឋានឯកជនមួយដែលមានទីតាំងស្ថិតនៅក្នុងភូមិវត្តដំណាក់ហើយបរិយាកាសទីនេះភូមិវត្តទៅដោយដើមឈើធំៗហាក់ដូចជាលំនៅឋានឯកជនមួយនេះកំពុងតែសង្ងំពួននៅក្នុងកណ្ដាលទីក្រុងសៀមរាបអញ្ចឹង ផ្ទះ Humble ហនុមានមានន័យថាហនុមានរងទុំរចនាដោយស្ថាបត្យករ60កុលផ្ទះនេះត្រូវបានសាងសង់ឡើងចំនួន2នៅលើក្បាលដីប្រមាណ35ម៉ែត្រនិងជម្រៅ45ម៉ែត្រដែលមួយជាផ្ទះគោលសម្រាប់ការរស់នៅប្រចាំថ្ងៃនិងមួយទៀតជាផ្ទះសម្រាប់ភ្ញៀវការរចនានិងការរៀបចំផ្អែកទៅលើក្បួនខ្នាតប្រពៃណីខ្មែរទាំងផ្ទះស្រះព្រះភូមិនិងទេសភាពជុំវិញសុទ្ធតែមានអត្ថន័យច្បាស់លាស់ អ្វីកាន់តែប្លែកគឺផ្ទះខាងក្រោយខ្ញុំនេះហើយដែលវាមានលក្ខណៈបែបប្រពៃណីខ្មែរដែលភាគច្រើនអ្នកធ្លាប់តែឃើញផ្ទះប្រភេទនេះនៅក្នុងរឿងបុរាណខ្មែរដែលវាឆ្លុះបញ្ចាំងអំពីឋានៈមន្តស័ក្តិរបស់មហាសេដ្ឋីជាដើមប៉ុន្តែផ្ទះទាំងនេះគឺជាផ្ទះសម្រាប់ការរស់នៅបច្ចុប្បន្នដែលវាមានលក្ខណៈតូចច្រឡឹងល្មមដែលខ្ញុំរត់តែមើលគឺរត់តែជាប់ចិត្តជាមួយនឹងការរចនាទាំងអស់នេះ បណ្ដុំផ្ទះ Humble ហនុមានសាងសង់នៅលើផ្ទៃដីប្រមាណ36ម៉ែត្រគុណនឹង56ម៉ែត្របរិវេណទីតាំងផ្ទះនៅផ្នែកខាងមុខមានស្ពានឆ្លងកាត់អូរនាំយើងទៅកាន់ផ្ទះទាំងពីរដែលផ្ទះភ្ញៀវស្ថិតនៅខាងមុខចំហៀងនៃដីផ្នែកខាងក្រោយនៃទីតាំងមានផ្ទះគោលភ្ជាប់ទៅដោយស្រះត្រីនិងមានផ្ទះបាយដាច់ដោយឡែកនៅខាងក្រោយផ្ទះគោលនេះផ្ទះព្រះភូមិស្ថិតនៅកែងនៃផ្ទៃដីឬឯផ្ទៃលំហកណ្ដាលមានស្រះឈូកមួយ និងមានធ្លាបើកទូលាយសម្រាប់ការជួបជុំផ្សេងៗទោះបីជាផ្ទះទាំងពីរនេះមានការរចនាស្រដៀងគ្នាប៉ុន្តែខ្ញុំគិតថាការប្រើប្រាស់ពិតជាមិនដូចគ្នាអញ្ចឹងអ្នកអាចទាយបានថាផ្ទះមួយណាសម្រាប់ភ្ញៀវហើយផ្ទះមួយណាសម្រាប់ក្រុមគ្រួសារក៏ដូចជាម្ចាស់ផ្ទះ គឺផ្ទះខាងក្រោយខ្ញុំនេះហើយគឺជាផ្ទះសម្រាប់ក្រុមគ្រួសារក៏ដូចជាម្ចាស់ផ្ទះដោយសារខ្ញុំសង្កេតឃើញមានលំហបើកទូលាយច្រើនសម្រាប់ការប្រើប្រាស់ប្រចាំថ្ងៃដូចជាលំហជាន់ផ្ទាល់ដីក៏ដូចជារានហាលធំៗនៅជាន់ខាងលើខ្ញុំនឹងទៅជួបសំណេះសំណាលជាមួយនឹងស្ថាបត្យករដើម្បីឲ្យជ្រាបបន្ថែមពីភាពល្អឯកភាពសម្រិតសម្រាំងនិងភាពផ្ចិតផ្ចង់របស់ស្ថាបត្យកម្មលំនៅឋាននេះ ពេលចាប់ផ្ដើមនៃការបង្កើតស្ថាបត្យកម្មហ្នឹងវាមានអ្វីនៅពីក្រោយនឹងខ្លះបង
លោកស្រីម្ចាស់ផ្ទះហ្នឹងគាត់មកឃើញគាត់ស្រឡាញ់គាត់ពេញចិត្តថាឈើហ្នឹងក៏គាត់បានបង្ហាប្រាប់ខ្ញុំគាត់ថាគាត់ស្រឡាញ់ឈើមែនតើហើយគាត់ឃើញគ្រោងឆ្អឹងល្អអញ្ចឹងបើយើងបំពាក់ស្បែកថែមអាវថែមសិល្បៈនៅលើខ្លួនហ្នឹងឲ្យវាកាន់តែប្រណិតទៀតមិនដឹងជាល្អយ៉ាងណាគាត់ឧទាហរណ៍ដោយប្រាសាទប្រទីស្រីយើងធ្វើរូបរាងតូចមែនថ្មមែនវាងើទៅសំច្រឡឹងមែនប៉ុន្តែមានក្បាច់រចនាថែមទៀតទៅវារត់តែស្អាតអានេះគេហៅថាហរមានេះគឺ តួអង្គស្វាសំខាន់នៅក្នុងរឿងរាមកេរ្តិ៍ហើយឈុតដែលខ្ញុំរើសយកមកធ្វើទ្វារបង្អួចហើយនឹងហើយជាងហ្នឹង មានតែងតែមានឈុតហនុមានឬក៏ស្វាស្គ្រីបឬក៏ពាលីឬក៏អង្គត់ដែលតួអង្គសំខាន់ក្នុងរាមកេរ្តិ៍ហ្នឹងជាសំខាន់នៅក្នុងហ្នឹង
អ្វីទៅជាគោលគំនិតនៃការបង្កើតទស្សនវិជ្ជារួមបែបនេះ
ខ្ញុំយកទ្រឹស្ដីជ័យភូមិអនុវត្តនៅលើដីភូមិខ្ញុំមួយគេរងថ្ងៃខែឆ្នាំកំណើតរបស់ម្ចាស់ដើម្បីយកមកកំណត់តាំងដោយចាប់ដើមពីមូលឧស្សាហ៍មន្ត្រីការកេណីអាយុបរិវារដៃជាសេរីនេះជា8ទិសអញ្ចឹងណាអញ្ចឹងទៅបានន័យថាយើងចាប់ដើមផ្ទះដែលយើងជាម្ចាស់គឺមូលបានន័យថាកន្លែងមូលទ្រព្យមូលសម្បត្តិអីទៅហ្នឹងទៅចែកមកបើរហូតដល់បរិវារគឺយើងអាចជាផ្ទះភ្ញៀវជាអ្នកនៅជាមួយជាអ្នកអីយ៉ាងបានអញ្ចឹងទៅហើយច្រកចូលយើងពីច្រកចូលដៃជះមកពីត្បូង
តកតងមួយនឹងមុខងារនៃការប្រើប្រាស់វិញតើបងបែងចែកវារបៀបម៉េចបង
នោះគឺចាត់ទុកថាជាផ្ទះដែលបានតែម្ចាស់នៅទេសម្រាប់ភ្ញៀវពេលយើងភ្ញៀវមិនមែនភ្ញៀវតែត្រូវដាក់អីយកលុយអីទេដូចបងប្អូនឬក៏ញាតិសន្តានឬក៏មិត្តភ័ក្តិមកពីក្រៅប្រទេសឬក៏ពីភ្នំពេញពីក្រុងពីអីចឹងទៅយើងអាចឲ្យនៅផ្ទះភ្ញៀវមួយដែលមានដាច់ដោយឡែកពីព្រោះគាត់អាចមានពេលទៅកំសាន្តនៅក្រុងសៀមរាបដោយមិត្តខានមកផ្ទះម្ចាស់ឬផ្ទះឈើដាច់ពីគ្នាវាល្អព្រោះបើនៅជាប់គ្នាវាអង្គើវាមានសម្លេងវាអីវារំខានឲ្យគ្នាច្រើន
បទពិសោធន៍នៃការរស់នៅក្នុងផ្ទះហ្នឹងវាយ៉ាងម៉េចដែរបង
បាទសម្រាប់ខ្ញុំផ្ទះហ្នឹងមានអនុស្សាវរីយ៍ច្រើនបានន័យថាខ្ញុំមានឱកាសបានធ្វើផ្ទះហ្នឹងពីដីទទេរហូតដល់ហើយខ្ញុំមានឱកាសបានរស់នៅទៀតហើយខ្ញុំរស់នៅបានយូរដែរដល់15ឆ្នាំគឺខ្ញុំសប្បាយចិត្តណាស់រស់នៅខ្ញុំមានលក្ខណៈដូចទទួលយកនិងរីករាយនៅទីនេះច្រើនព្រោះផ្ទះនេះវាមិនដូចជាផ្ទះអ្នកទីក្រុងទេយើងផ្ដោតនៅលើការរស់នៅខាងក្នុងតិចខាងក្រៅច្រើនគឺយើងចំណាយពេលវេលាដែលយើងនៅក្នុងបន្ទប់គេងភាគច្រើនគឺពេលយើងដល់ម៉ោងត្រូវចូលគេងហើយយើងនៅតែពេលគេងទេដូច្នេះពេលថ្ងៃដែលពេលយើងត្រូវធ្វើការយើងមានបណ្ណាល័យយើងមានកន្លែងអានសៀវភៅយើងមានកន្លែងអង្គុយធ្វើការដែលមានទីធ្លាធម្មទលាយខ្យល់អាកាសចេញចូលជាលក្ខណៈធម្មជាតិរស់នៅជាមួយបរិយាកាសច្រើនអញ្ចឹងទៅយើងមានភាពស្រស់ស្រាយដូចជាមិនមានលក្ខណៈដែលធ្វើឲ្យយើងស្មុគស្មាញដូចនៅក្នុងបន្ទប់ចិត្តណាអញ្ចឹងទៅទាំងរស់នៅស្រួលហើយយើងអាចមានសុខភាពល្អច្រើនដែរដោយសារយើងប្រើប្រាស់ជីវិតយើងនៅជាមួយធម្មជាតិជាងជាមួយបច្ចេកវិទ្យាប្រសិទ្ធវិទ្យាឬកង្ហារញឹកញាប់សម្រាប់ខ្ញុំផ្ទះខ្មែរគឺប៉ុណ្ណិតគឺដូចជាគ្រឿងអលង្ការអីមួយសម្រាប់ដែលយើងត្រូវសម្រិតសម្រាំងមកភ្ជាប់មួយខ្លួននឹងយើងអញ្ចឹង
ជាការពិតណាស់ការបង្កើតស្ថាបត្យកម្មមួយឲ្យល្អវាមិនមែនជារឿងងាយឡើយវាសុទ្ធតែមានអត្ថន័យនិងមានរឿងជាច្រើននៅពីក្រោយដូច្នេះហើយខ្ញុំបានណាត់ជួបម្ចាស់ផ្ទះដើម្បីស្វែងយល់ពីគំនិតនៃការបង្កើតផ្ទះនេះឲ្យកាន់តែធំទូលាយ So what was your inspiration choosing to build this Khmer traditional house?
I had the wonderful opportunity to visit Vietnam in 1996. I saw the house of Ho Chi Minh. At the very same time, I was in an art and architecture program. I came to Cambodia and I always carried around this idea of having a wooden house. I attended an exhibition of vernacular architecture. I saw this series of 5, 6, or 7 houses and I was struck with the fact I have to have one of these houses. Hoksukal took a 6 or 7 hour boat ride. He also took me to monasteries. And I realized that really what I wanted were some of the architectural and artistic features of Wat Damnak, of Wat Bo, where they had the carved windows that told a story so that when you looked at it, at the window, you looked at the door, you were filled with some philosophy to help guide your life. This house was dedicated to Hanuman, and all of the windows and doors reflect that, as well as the frontons, and this house to Ganesha. You know, houses grow, and a good house is never finished. You're always adding to it in some way, even if it's a small thing. So I always used to have coffee up here. On the veranda outside my bedroom. even now with the new road, it's still pretty tranquil. You still have the butterflies, you still have the birds in the morning, you still have the lotuses, you still have the L-shaped lily pond. And then I would sleep up here, do my work in the library. Downstairs was communal dining. This was a living space, but it always spilled out here. This is a great party space. Yeah.
Te Humble ហនុមានមិនត្រឹមតែជាស្ថាបត្យកម្មខ្មែរដ៏កម្រប៉ុណ្ណោះទេប៉ុន្តែស្ថាបត្យកម្មនេះបានឆ្លុះបញ្ចាំងពីតម្លៃវប្បធម៌តម្លៃប្រពៃណីនិងតម្លៃអត្តសញ្ញាណខ្មែរភាពលម្អិតភាពប្រណិតភាពសម្រិតសម្រាំងនិងភាពចំណានបានធ្វើឲ្យស្ថាបត្យកម្មមួយនេះដក់ជាប់ក្នុងចិត្តខ្ញុំមិនចេះនឿយណាយឡើយ
感谢观看 Thanks for watching the video. So Mr. Phearith, do you want to add something at the end of the webinar? Mr. Phearith, do you want to add something? Do you want to say something?
Okay. Yeah, say hello. បាទខ្ញុំអត់មានអីបន្ថែមទេប៉ុន្តែបើសិនណាជាលោកគ្រូអ្នកគ្រូទាំងអស់គ្នាមានអ្វីជាសំណួរខ្ញុំអាចសួរបានបាទតើតើជាមួយនឹងផ្ទះរោងដោលជាមេរៀនភាសាខ្មែរហើយនឹងវីដេអូដែលខ្ញុំបញ្ចាំងអំបញ្ញមិញនេះគឺចង់បានន័យថាមេរៀនការនៅមេរៀនពេលនៅជាមេរៀនគឺចង់និយាយថាគឺការវិវត្តនៃប្រទេសខ្មែរពីដំបូលមួយទៅដំបូលមួយរហូតមកដល់សម័យបច្ចុប្បន្នដំបូលខ្មែរបានវិវត្តទៅជាដូចជាបង្ហាញក្នុងវីដេអូបាននិយាយអញ្ចឹងបានន័យថាបង្ហាញអំពីសយុទ្ធឬក៏បង្ហាញទូនីតិរបស់អ្នករស់នៅក៏ដូចជាតាមឋានៈផ្ទះដូចជាផ្ទះនៅតាមជនបទឬក៏ផ្ទះតាមក្រុងហើយក៏មានផ្ទះអ្នកមានឬមួយក៏ផ្ទះសិទ្ធិគឺសម្គាល់ទៅលើប្រភេទដំបូងនេះដែរបាទ
He has not much things to add, but can give you further notice about the Khmer house design. It has developed gradually from time to time. And one thing that everyone can notice the most is the roof pattern design. This roof pattern design is very important because if you want to identify the type of house or residents or to the top or high-ranking people, you have to identify through the types of roof design. Thank you.
我们的翻译正在将老师说的马上打到聊天室里边，然后如果接下来我们会进入问答环节，如果大家有准备问题的话，也可以在聊天室里边打字提问。So thank you, Mr. Phearith. Yeah. So the speech is over, and we can move to the Q&A session. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay. 同学们有问题的话，可以通过打字的方式打到聊天室里边。 我们给大家一点时间，如果需要打字的话。So there is one question from our side. So what is the most difficult thing in teaching construction vocational education in Cambodia? I will type in the chat room. So we have two questions. The course of architecture majors are relatively difficult. What is the willingness of Cambodian young students to choose such majors for learning?
Okay, please. I will translate to Mr. Phearith and we will prepare the answer for you.
Chị
大家稍微等一下，他的助理正在看大家的问
lại
题。
xây dựngនៅក្នុងវិស័យស្ថាបត្យកម្មនិយាយពីមុខវិជ្ជាស្ថាបត្យកម្មគឺមុខវិជ្ជាមួយដែលពិបាកនឹងរៀនក៏ប៉ុន្តែក៏ជាបច្ច័យល្អសម្រាប់និស្សិតដែលគាត់មានឧបនិស្ស័យឬមួយក៏គាត់ចង់ខ្លាយទៅជាស្ថាបត្យករដូច្នេះនិស្សិតដែលចង់មករៀនផ្នែកស្ថាបត្យកម្មគាត់ត្រូវមានលក្ខណៈសម្បត្តិជាច្រើនដែលទាក់ទងជាមួយនឹងស្ថាបត្យកម្មឧទាហរណ៍ដូចជាគាត់មានដងខាងគំនូរមានដងខាងគំនូរខាងជំនាញប្រឌិតជាអ្នកស្រាវជ្រាវផ្នែកប្រវត្តិសាស្ត្រនឹងចង់កែច្នៃវត្ថុផ្សេងឬក៏វត្ថុអ្វីមួយឲ្យមានតម្លៃពិសេសគឺស្គាល់ពីវប្បធម៌អត្តសញ្ញាណជាតិខ្លួនហើយនឹងជាតិសាសន៍ដទៃដើម្បីយកមកបំបែកទៅជាគំនិតមួយជាពិសេសទៅនេះទៅទៀតនិស្សិតស្ថាបត្យកម្មគឺត្រូវមានភាពអំណត់និងព្យាយាមខ្ពស់នៅក្នុងការសិក្សាជាប្រភេទនិស្សិតដែលជាអ្នក freedom ជាអ្នកត្រូវការកម្រិតមធ្យមហើយនឹងអ្នកដែលពូកែផ្នែកទាំងទ្រឹស្ដីអនុវត្តជាពិសេសគឺផ្នែកគំនូរនិងការសម័យខ្ពស់នៅក្នុងវិស័យស្ថាបត្យកម្ម
So to answer the first question, what is the willingness of Cambodian young students to choose such a major for learning? The architecture major are really difficult. So to be able to take this course, students must be hardworking and creative in architectural design because we have both art theory class and architectural workshop that require students to join this workshop frequently. These workshops include hand working and both computer aided design. Second, students must be a type of person with preservation. They want to preserve the civilizations of Cambodian. So as you may see from the Angkor Wat design, we have a high civilization among countries in Southeast Asia. So students must be able to promote the design from the architectural concept. And the third one, those students must have the concept to design and incorporate the modern design and the ancient design together, so that they can find a new way of redesigning and to promote the design of Cambodian architecture.
助理翻译了一下那个讲师的回答。对于建筑专业比较难这个问题，讲师给到的答案是说，还是希望大家能够多参与一些这些相关的课程，然后多进行一些动手的操作，包括还有电脑的一些，就是对，现在这种数字化的这些使用，然后除了现在最新型的这种建筑文化特色，当然我们也要对传统保持有热情，努力提升大家的建筑设计水平。Okay, thank you, Mr. Phearith. So next question is: Khmer house relate to Buddhism? Is Khmer house relate to Buddhism?
Tôi chỉ muốn được việc khoái cứ sát snap rút miền chụp tiệt tông mà tôi pi proman sát snap hay sát snap rút cứ miền chụp tiệt tông khi
Yes, Khmer house is related to Buddhism because in Cambodia we practice Buddhism.
Ừ. 我们还有其他的问题吗？ So we have one more question. Will the structure of Khmer house be complicated? What are the technical difficulty of building Khmer house?
ចំពោះការសាងសង់ផ្ទះខ្មែរគឺមានលក្ខណៈលំបាកចំពោះតែអ្នកដែលមិនបានសិក្សាទៅលើជំនាញឬក៏ជាងតែគាត់មិនបានយល់ពីគ្រឿងបង្គុំដោយឡែកបើសិនណាជាគាត់ជាជាងជំនាញឬមួយក៏លក្ខណៈនៅក្នុងការសាងសង់ផ្ទះខ្មែរគឺវាជាលក្ខណៈងាយស្រួលសម្រាប់អ្នកចេះប៉ុន្តែបើគិតទៅគឺគ្រឿងបង្គុំផ្ទះខ្មែរគឺមានលក្ខណៈលំបាក function នីមួយលក្ខណៈបច្ចេកទេសគឺត្រូវការស្វឹងស្មាតដោយដៃជាច្រើនគឺជំនាញផ្ទះគឺធ្វើដោយដៃគឺត្រូវការដាប់សសរលាក់សសរលបសសរដើម្បីធ្វើយ៉ាងម៉េចបច្ចេកទេសនៅក្នុងការសាងសង់នោះគឺជាលក្ខណៈបច្ចេកទេសបុរាណ ភាគច្រើនគឺភ្ជាប់ជាលក្ខណៈបុរាណមិនមែនបច្ចេកទេសដោយប្រើដែកច្រើនឬមួយក៏ដែកគោលច្រើនគឺអត់ទេគឺវាលក្ខណៈមួយលំបាកខ្លះដែរមិនមែនទេលំបាកខ្លាំងដែរដោយសារបច្ចេកទេសក្នុងការសាងសង់ផ្ទះគឺតាំងពីជើងក្រោមរហូតដល់លើគឺត្រូវគ្រឿងបង្គំច្រើនដូច្នេះគឺការសាងសង់ត្រូវការពេលវេលានិងសម្ភារៈជាច្រើនដើម្បីឆ្នៃទាំងអស់
The construction of my house structure is very complicated because we have to combine many little plank of wood together. So there is no technical specifications for the wood, unlike concrete or steel, which is tested in laboratory. So for the natural structure like wood, bamboo, there is no specification. And one more thing, it is related to sound. It is difficult to eliminate the sound of the wooden structure of my house. So it depends on the quality of the constructor. If they have experience, they have enough material and equipment, they will build a better house. One more thing, if you want to build a beautiful Khmer house with sculptures, then it requires the top worker or laborer to build.
Thank you, Mr. Phearith, and thank you, Mr. Chana. 由于时间关系的原因呢，我们的问答环节就到此结束吧。然后对于第3点的回答的话，大家可以看一下聊天窗口。然后在这里呢，我们的陈晓主任想跟大家说几句话，然后邀请我们的陈晓主任。So Mr. Phearith, we will invite the Director of International Affairs, Ms. Chen Xiao, to deliver the speech.
能听到吗？能听到啊。So many thanks to Professor Phearith and your English assistant from NTTI for your presentation on the characteristics of Khmer houses. Today's lecture is the first of a series of lectures in GXPC's China ASEAN Architecture Master workshop. On behalf of the college, I would like to express our heartfelt thanks to Cambodia counterparts. Next, we will invite experts from Indonesia, Philippines, and Malaysia to give lectures. So we hope that through these lectures, we will be able to know more about architectural culture and the development of engineering vocational education in ASEAN countries. So strengthen our exchange and communication and draw us closer to each other. So let's work to build a better and beautiful Asian together. Thank you very much. And thank you for all the teachers and students presented this afternoon. That's all.
谢谢陈主任，谢谢陈主任。
Yes, thank you.
陈主任给我们的讲师表达了非常衷心的感谢。还有接下来我们还会有来自其他东盟国家的讲师，将会给大家带来更有趣的带有东南亚特色的系列讲座。那么现在进入到我们这个讲座的最后一个环节，就是合影，请大家打开我们的摄像头，和我们讲师一起进入合影环节。请同学们想要合影的同学，请把摄像头打开。 这是一个难得的合影的机会，请同学们积极的把摄像头打开。为什么关掉我这个？好。我们再等5秒钟，等大家打开摄像头。来，5、4、3、2、1，好，再来一张。有的同学可能网不太好，我们再等5秒钟。来，5、4、3、2、1，好。大家摆一个开心一点的表情，比个耶啊、OK 呀、之类的 ，OK？
耶啊 OK。
来，5、4、3、2、1 ，OK。好，感谢大家来到今天的讲座。我们下一场讲座再见吧。Thank you, Mr. Phearith. Thank you, Mr. Chana. 好，谢谢陈主任。拜拜，下次见。
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. យើងនិយាយទៅនេះដល់ឲ្យយើងនិយាយទៅ